The 4-2 Sioux Falls Sparrows are third in the Western Conference, trying to keep up with Alaska and Mexico City. The 3-4 Denver Nightwings are in fourth, hot on their heels. In a game with early playoff implications, both teams are fighting hard to stay above the rest. It's time for Saturday Night Football, the Battle of the Birds. It's the Sparrows, it's the Nightwings on the SFL Network, and it's coming up next. Welcome to Richard L. Snowden Stadium in Denver, Colorado for a Saturday night football matchup between the Denver Nightwings and the Sioux Falls Sparrows. You are watching the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Alongside me in the booth is Hall of Famer Matt Willson, and joining us tonight on Live Stats is Nathan Blake. Matt, how you doing tonight, partner?
I'm great. Really excited to be here for this very, very important game.
Matt, we could be in for a night full of defense, as these two teams each feature a top 10 defense. That being said, the offenses aren't too shabby either. Sioux Falls putting up 30 points last week, Denver 42. This game could either turn into a shootout or an absolute defensive slugfest. Which way do you see this matchup going tonight?
Well, Sioux Falls definitely proved me wrong last week with an incredible defense and a more than capable offense. Denver cannot fall into the trap of Oklahoma City and only look for the big play. They have to hit little bits at a time and then maybe go for a big one. If Denver comes out with a balanced approach, they could definitely do some damage, but if not, it could be a long night for the Nightwing.
Well, both of these teams are fighting to stay relevant in the tough Western Conference. Let's head down to the field for kickoff. Get this game started tonight. Ball is teed up. Sioux Falls to kick off, and we are underway here in Richard L. Snowden Stadium. Kick taken back around the 8-yard line, returned up to the 25-yard line, where Denver will take over for their first possession of the night. Quarterback Josh Miller leading his offense out onto the field. Taking a look at the rest of the key players on this Nightwing offense. Halfback Jared McChesney coming off a very impressive performance last week. Wide receivers Ken Macaro, Giacomo Jones, their leading receiver, and Logan Keel. Miller under center on first down, hands the ball off to McChesney, and he's immediately tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2 on the play. Wrapped up and brought down by Nick Fargo.
Yeah, there's that great linebacking duo of Sioux Falls. Denver's got to get that running game going at least a little bit in order for them to be successful tonight.
Brings up a second down and 12 from the 23-yard line. Offset I formation, 2 receiver set. Sioux Falls defense shifting. Showing blitz, they back off into coverage. Miller to throw, going over the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended target.
The alligator armed that one. It looked like it was right on the money, but it's the hands. You got to catch it. Sorry.
Yeah. He's throwing it to the fullback, not one of the key players that we mentioned on the starting offensive lineup. Giacomo Jones, as I mentioned, their biggest target. He came over from London as a free agent, 730 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. Miller back to pass, going deep down the center and in and out of the hands of A.J. Levy. Strong safety for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Brings up a quick 4th down and 12, and the Nightwings will have to punt.
Yep, and there's the Oklahoma City mistake. They kept doing that over and over again. Deep bomb down the middle, deep bomb down the middle. Never worked for them, I don't think, once.
No, so, I don't think it did. We didn't get a chance. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't get a chance to introduce the Sioux Falls defense. We'll do that on the next possession, but we did see strong safety A.J. Levy, and he's always out there patrolling the middle. You're not going to hit many deep passes sending it his direction. Punt taken back at the 40-yard line. 3 yards on the return. Sioux Falls will take over on offense for their first possession, led by quarterback Julian Tyree. At the halfback position, Colin Hart. Wide receivers Sean Harrelson, A.J. Warren, Riley Porter, and at tight end, Craig Hearn. And that makes up your key players on the Sparrow offense. I formation on first down and 10. Tyree back to throw. Quick out route to the left-hand side is complete to Harrelson. Gain of 5 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 5.
It definitely a staple of the Sioux Falls offense, those medium out routes. And Denver got to be up for that challenge, got to play up. Just don't let them pop you over the top with a big play.
Second down and 5 from the 48-yard line, offset I. Tyree under center. Tyree hands the ball off to Colin Hart, trying to make his way around the left-hand side and can't. Immediately wrapped up and tackled by A.J. Sean.
Hart's someone you got to stop. Make Sioux Falls one-dimensional. And if you can do that, like we did in Mexico City, it makes their offense significantly weaker.
Colin Hart averaging 5.7 yards per carry so far this season. Last week averaged 5.6, right along average, so we'll see how he does today. Empty backfield here on 3rd down and 7. Tyree to throw. Quick pass over the middle, hauled in and complete for a 1st down.
Looked like Denver was looking for a deeper pass, although, you know, it was kind of a medium distance, so I don't know why there was no one in the area, but nice route run.
Take a look at this Denver Nightwing defense. On the defensive line, Bailey Baca and Matthew Jake. At linebacker, Pepper Rahman Jr. And at corner, Osiris Pelican, B.J. Armstrong. And at safety, A.J. Sean, who we just saw, and Nicholas Warner. Tyree back to throw on 1st down and 10. Another out route to the left, complete. A.J. Warren with the reception. Gain of 4 brings up a 2nd down and 6.
A little bit of slippery feet there. He should have been tackled for about a gain of 3 or 2, but he got the extra couple yards there. So good effort. Every yard counts.
Julian Tyree, 1,363 yards on the season coming into today's game. 64% completion percentage. Back to throw here on 2nd down and 6. Checks it down to Colin Hart. Hart just able to extend past the 1st down marker up to the 35-yard line.
That's a heartbreaker. I hate to allow that to happen, but Hart squared up, pushed forward, and got that extra inch he needed.
Colin, so we already mentioned Colin Hart's stats on the season, or excuse me, for last week. So on the season so far, almost 800 yards, 9 touchdowns. He also has 2 touchdowns as a receiver. 3 of those touchdowns on the ground coming last week. Tyree to throw. Ooh, out route left, complete. Nearly picked away by B.J. Armstrong, but it was hauled in by Charlon Harrelson for another Sioux Falls 1st down.
Harrelson there, as soon as he got that ball, he cut up like crazy. Let's see how quick this cut is. Some people like call it Titanic. That was more like a, look at that.
Planted that
like
foot.
Like a high-performance speedboat.
Yep.
He's riding a Kawasaki out there.
So 1st down and 10 from the Denver 23-yard line. Tyree in the gun. Tyree back to throw. Again, checks it down on the right-hand side of the field. Gains 5 yards. Colin Hart again with the reception. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, no one near Hart. You're playing Sioux Falls. You got to be ready for that swing pass. And if your defense isn't ready for it, they're going to eat you up, especially when you're not prepped this first drive of the game. Looking real good for Sioux Falls right now.
Colin Hart, a 2nd-round pick, 26th overall in the Season 11 draft. 3 receivers set. Hart takes the handoff, running straight up the middle. There is a flag. He's past 1st down yardage, 1st down and goal. We'll see what the flag is. This one might be coming back.
Holding, number 71.
And it is a holding call on Corey Fuata, the guard. Erasing that 1st down run and brings it back to the Denver 28, where they will repeat 2nd down.
That's a big win for the Nightwings there. They got lucky.
Yeah, 1st down and goal. That's this quick.
If they can hold them a bit here, field goal range is a bit iffy for me. They should get a nicely signed kicker.
Tyree back to throw, out route left, complete, breaks one tackle, trying to spin for more yards, gets all the way up to the 15-yard line, brings up a 3rd down and 2, and now holding them to a field goal here, a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, Warren again with some nifty footwork. He catches this ball thrown by Tyree. Look at this. Just breaks off a tackle and then cuts upfield immediately. Gets a few extra yards. You can't. Those are the little things that add up during the course of the game that can cause it to swing vastly from one team to the other. Denver's got to clean that up.
Sparrows on a drive here. 3rd down and 2 from the 15-yard line. Tyree under center. Tyree takes a snap, hands the ball off to Hart, trying to find his way around the right-hand side. Does, one man to beat, and he is into the end zone for a Sioux Falls touchdown.
And the Sparrows strike first. Hart showing the patience to wait for the blocks to set up on the outside, and then he just said, yeah, breaks it. Again, it's bad tackling by Denver. Whew.
Yeah, A.J. Sean.
About three or four bad tackles.
A.J. Sean, the free safety, tried to wrap him up, and it looked like it was more of an arm tackle than anything else. Slipped right out, and Colin Hart, he's a hard guy to bring down. I mean, interesting stat we noticed last week, Matt, that held true to last week. Colin Hart, if he has over 100 yards on the ground rushing, Sioux Falls has won every single game. If he is held to under 100 yards, they have lost both of those games. Extra point is up and through.
Somebody be on Hart watch. Oh, wait, that's our job.
And Nathan Blake on stats. He's keeping an eye on that for us so far. So, Colin Hart only with let's see, 13 yards so far, but 13 yards and a touchdown. So that kind of negates any sort of negativity you might think from only 13 yards. But by the way, that's only on 2 rushes. He's averaging 6.5 a carry on those 2 rushes, which is more than his usual average. So off to his typical start. Painful tackle down at the 26-yard line. B.J. Armstrong on the return. Armstrong does have 1 kick return for a touchdown on the season, Matt. That's something I'd like to keep an eye on. See if we can see a repeat of that tonight. Kick returns are always fun when you can see them making their way all the way down to the end zone. So 1st down and 10 for the Denver Nightwings from their own 26-yard line. Josh Miller in the gun. Miller to throw. Out route to the left-hand side. Hauled in, complete to Logan Keel for their biggest gain of the night so far. 8-yard reception. Brings up a 2nd down and 2.
Probably more like how they wanted to start the last drive, but they just couldn't get in gear. And don't fall behind against Sioux Falls because their defense is quite formidable playing the lead.
Logan Keel approaching 400 yards on the season, has a couple of touchdowns. Miller under center, offset eye, 3 receiver set, hands the ball off to McChesney. Plenty of room to run down the right-hand side, passing midfield, finally wrapped up and tackled at the Sioux Falls 44-yard line, and this drive going significantly better than the first.
Yeah, there you go. There's getting McChesney involved in an off-tackle run, and he just says, I'll just break the tackles myself. Let's see how this goes. And, yep, he actually didn't really break a tackle, but he definitely pushed the pile forward for additional 4 or 5 yards.
1st down and 10 from the Sioux Falls 44. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 4 receivers set this time. Miller to throw. 7-step drop. Rolling out of the pocket. Pressure coming. He's got to get it away, and he's brought down for the sack. At that point, you want to throw it away, don't you?
Yeah, he's running out of time, and he's got to he should have either tuck it and ran, but he tucked it and ran about 2 seconds too late, or just throw it away. At least he didn't throw a pick though. So
good opportunity to take a look at the Sioux Falls defense at linebacker. Alex Parker and Nick Fargo, both great at getting the run game stifled. Cornerbacks Jay Ringgold and Andrew Nyberg, and at safety, Chris Dodd, and we mentioned him a few times already, A.J. Levy. Deep drop from Miller, out route to the left-hand side, complete right on the sidelines. About a 5-yard gain that time to Macaro.
Yeah, they got about half of it back, and that's good on them. Now it makes us a very manageable 3rd down.
Sticking with this 4 receiver set. 3rd down and 8. 8-9, give or take. Four receivers set. Miller back to throw. Another deep drop. Another out route right along the sidelines as momentum carries him out of bounds. And that play design not quite what you would want on that distance.
No, it's the old out route, running the route short of the sticks.
Yeah.
We saw that a lot in the week 1 of the SFL, and that's something you just can't have. It's a great first down or second down throw, but third down, got to go just a little bit deeper.
Emily straight on to punt for the Nightwings. From this field position, they should be able to pin Sioux Falls deep. Riley Porter waiting for the punt. Calls for the fair catch at the 13-yard line. Julian Tyree will lead his offense back out onto the field, see if they can get some more points on the board.
Well, yeah, 9 mile an hour winds, but it looked like that punt ran to a gust because it just died.
Offset I formation here on first down. Hart takes the handoff, avoiding a tackle, and gets his way up past the 20-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. B.J. Armstrong with the tackle.
Armstrong saving the day. If he'd broken that one off, he might have been gone. Sioux Falls taking a play out of the Denver playbook, that same off tackle on.
Hart still making a case for Offensive Rookie of the Year. You know, coming into tonight's game, he's 3rd overall in total yards and touchdowns by running backs, 4th in yards per carry. Hart takes a handoff here on second down and 2. This time wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Nicholas Warner.
I love that set from Denver. They brought an extra safety into the box, and it just, there was too many defenders there. So we'll see if Sioux Falls tries to do it again, or if they try to fool him with a pass here on 3rd and 2.
Shout out to those of you in the chat. DR Sim 80, Eric Delquist, AJ Levy, Eddie Gage. Ball's handed off to Hart on 3rd down and 2, and he's wrapped up at the line again, this time for a loss of 1. Brings up a 4th down and 3. Get through a few more names here. T-Pat, Pepper Ramen Jr., Shravan Prasad, Scott LaRue. Where's the ban button? Matt Demond says, show us Matt's handsome face. Would you care to explain to your fans why you refuse to let me?
Oh, I only show up at special autograph sessions for like $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah. I got to make my money somehow. We're almost just paying in pesos over here.
Conversion rate not quite what you had hoped for.
I play for the love of the game, but man, that's a lot of love.
One of these days, I'm going to get you in this booth with me, Matt. We need to be pictured side by side. First down and 10 from the Denver 43-yard line. Josh Miller under center. McChesney takes the handoff, immediately swarmed, wrapped up, and tackled for a loss of 1 on the play.
Sioux Falls again in the backfield. I don't know. So far it seems like running to the outside served Denver better, but I'm not sure yet.
DeBrown Knight also here asking for a shout-out. I only can go by who I see on my list at the time. Second down and 11. Minute 30 to go here in the first quarter. Sparrows 7, Nightwings nothing. Miller in the gun, 3 receiver set. Miller stepping up.
Oh, geez.
Under pressure, gets the ball away. Incomplete pass. Couldn't get it to his receiver until it was too late, but Sparrows getting some pressure on the QB tonight, Matt.
Yeah, those Mickey D boys there bringing the pain. I don't know. They must not have fed him.
Alex Parker, from the inside linebacker, has 1 sack on the season. None of the other key players on defense really have any. Well, not really have any. They don't have any. There's only the 1 sack to speak of. So getting pressure on the QB, not something that the Sparrows have excelled in. Miller back to throw. 3rd down and 11. Deep pass over the middle. And nearly intercepted. Speaking of Alex Parker, there he is.
Hi, Alex.
Instead of going for the sack, he went for the pick, and he dropped it.
Again, Sioux Falls got that middle, just blanketed, that deep middle pass. It just, I don't know, maybe AJ Levy's like a ball whisperer because he's always around it.
I'm at least straight on to punt for at least the third time tonight. Riley Porter back to receive. Sioux Falls trying to get the block. Can't quite get there. Porter takes the ball at his own 20 and is mugged. Absolutely mugged. No gain on that return. They'll spot it at the 21. Minute to go here in the first quarter. Sparrows trying to get some more points on this board.
That Sioux Falls defense is showing up again, and Denver has a 0 and Sioux Falls has the ball, so they got to love that situation.
Colin Hart, 20 yards on the day so far. Needs to average about 25 per quarter to hit that 100. Takes the handoff here, running around the left side. There's your 5 yards and more. Gets past 10, breaks a tackle. He's off to the races past the 50, breaks another tackle all the way down to the 39-yard line. The man is a beast.
Well, then we got, what?
We're over halfway there.
1 yards to go.
That's it.
Yeah, an off tackle, no one in the box. And one, see ya. That was just like
more arm tackles.
It might be dipped in Crisco. Look at the guy just, or that was a good shoulder. Look at this tackle. It's like zip. Someone's got to talk to Jason McGee after the game.
See what's going on here. Shenanigans, I tell you.
SFL conspiracy.
Tyree under center, 7 of 7 on the day so far. Hands the ball off too hard again. Hit at the line, breaks that tackle. Ooh, tries to truck a man, can't do it. Gain of 5 up to the 34-yard line. That might be our final play of the first quarter.
I don't think so.
Get one more play off.
I think we'll get one more play, but I mean, he's probably tired. They should have put in the old Freddie Fox. He's good for a touchdown.
Matt's boy, Freddie Fox. They do get the snap off. Tyree back to throw. Quick pass over the middle, hauled in by Sean Harrelson, complete for a first down. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Sparrows 7, Nightwings nothing. Sparrows knocking on the door. Getting ready to score more points here, Matt.
Yeah, buckle up.
So that's the end of the first quarter. We will be right back. I am Mike Daggs along here with Matt Willson. Nathan Blake on live stats for us tonight. Thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. First down and 10 from the Denver 21-yard line. 3 receivers set, split backs in the backfield. Tyree back to throw, going deep over the middle, and he
Nope, he's at the 1.
He caught. I thought he slid into the end zone.
He got touched on the slide, but
nice throw. Oof.
Tyree fading, and
Did he get touched? I don't know.
I don't know. Thought that ball could hit the ground, but I guess it was a nice save. And now they're in the gun. This is interesting on first and goal from the 1.
Tyree to throw. Quick pass into coverage. Oh, gosh, that could have easily been picked off. You know, I mean, Colin Hart now has 10 touchdowns on the season, Matt. You're 1 yard away.
Yeah, I would say they're trying to rest Hart, but so what? Give it to Freddie. I mean, one of them will get in. Maybe.
Freddie Fox, all of 5'7", 193 pounds. Not exactly what you'd consider a goal line wrecking ball, but.
There we go. Another shotgun play. Interesting.
2 receivers split out wide to the right. Hart standing to Tyree's right. Tyree to throw. Checks it down to Hart. Catches it and then carries himself out of bounds for a loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Sioux Falls hand the ball off to Hart at the 1. Now the 4 makes this a much more interesting situation. You almost would think have to pass here, but we'll see what they decide to do.
I don't know.
Maybe it's opposite. It might be opposite day.
5.7 yards per carry on the season. I'm giving it to my rookie running back. 3 receivers set, split backs. They will throw. Matt, you win. Passes dropped in the end zone. Intended target was Riley Porter, and it was a kind of a low throw, but couldn't haul it in.
It was the kind of throw that Tyree threw before that got him to the one, but this time it hit the turf. And unfortunately for Sioux Falls, I think that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. The 1 yard line with Colin Hart, you don't give him one crack at it.
Yeah, I know.
Can't say I agree.
Sammy Prefontaine on for the field goal try. This one will be from a mere 21 yards out. Should be a chip shot kick. Kick is up and through. Sparrows are ahead 10-0 over the Nightwings here early in the second quarter. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
Follow the SFL on Twitter @SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Kick taken back at about his own 5. Runs his way up to the 29-yard line. Decent return for Armstrong.
Denver needs to wake up and get their situation together. If you're going to throw your out route, throw it now. If you're going to run the ball, run it now. But don't be reversing that stuff.
Jeremy Vega, Colin Northrup joining us in the chat as well. Jay Ringgold, did I say him yet? Miller back to pass on first down. There's your out route. Caught.
There you go.
Nearly batted away, but nice 9-yard gain on the play. Hauled in by Logan Keel. Brings up a 2nd down and 1.
Did somebody die? You hear that? I hope they're all okay out there. Alex Parker styling and profiling out there.
Styling and profiling. I like it. Woohoo. Sioux Falls defense showing pressure. Ball's handed off to McChesney, and he's wrapped up and tackled for a loss. Nick Fargo with his 8th tackle for a loss on the season, Matt.
Fargo ruined the day. The blocking was great up the field. That could have been a big one. And instead, those pesky Sioux Falls linebackers ruining the day for running backs everywhere.
You know, Sioux Falls not a team that invested heavily in their defensive line, opting for more offensive passing targets, you know, and a good mix across the defense. But those linebackers, man, they disrupt the run game. Ball checked down up to the 40-yard line, gets his way up to the 42 for a first down.
And good composure by Miller. There were defenders around his feet. He could have bit his ankles off if he wasn't careful. You know, I mean, if all else fails, if you can't tackle him, bite him in the ankles.
Pepper Rahman Jr. in the chat saying people don't usually watch these Denver games. You know, I know they don't have any points yet, but man, they put up, 42 against St. Louis last week. I know St. Louis is struggling this season, but 42 points is 42 points. Top 10 team now. Somebody to keep an eye on. McChesney, nice run straight up the middle for 10 yards, actually 9.9. They'll mark him inches short of a
9-9 repeating.
That's right. 2nd down and inches from right about midfield.
Yeah, this is the kind of drive they need. They need to finish this off with even a field goal. Just some points, break the seal. It's good for you.
Offset I formation on 2nd and inches. McChesney with the handoff runs untouched up the middle for about 5 yards and then has his head taken off by Chris Dodd. Painful tackle, but a first down.
And that is a red tent moment brought to you by Matt Wilson.
You and your red tent. Oh, I love it. Inside
Looks
8
like
minutes
the
to go here
Kruger
in the
game.
first. You'd have to go to the Carrier Dome to know what Kruger Collision's all about. First down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Miller to throw, out route left, complete up to the 40, gain of 4. Logan Keel with another reception.
Yeah, like I say, this is what I'm talking about. And I said at the beginning of the game they had to be more methodical, and that's what they're doing here on this drive. And it's paying off in spades. Keep it up, Denver.
Keel now with 3 catches on the day for 21 yards. Miller making a change at the line, back to throw. has a man wide open on the right-hand side, complete for first down yardage to Giacomo Jones, his first catch on the night.
See, Giacomo Jones wouldn't, drop an out route in the end zone.
No, he would not.
It looked kind of never mind. Sorry. Hi, Andy.
Wide open out route for the win. Oh, that's a shame. At least he was inbounds.
Hashtag
first down and 10 from the Sioux Falls 33-yard line. Denver starting to march their way down the field, getting themselves into scoring position. Miller back to throw. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Nearly picked off, and that one would have gone right to the house. In and out of the hands of Nick Fargo.
I think it was in Fargo's hands so long, he just, that. It looked like it was in there forever. Let's see. Yeah, that wasn't. He had two hands on it. Look at this.
Two hands for safety. Doink.
Right there. Oh, they hit him twice.
He had one face mask on that. I don't. Went right through the hands.
Good coverage by Fargo, but man, opportunity lost.
Pepper Rahman Jr. in the chat saying he's the. Let's see, I'm the best linebacker in the business. Taking a quick peek at the stats. 49 tackles for Pepper Rahman Jr. so far for the Nightwings. Nick Fargo with 58 tackles on the season. So there might be a bit of an argument there.
Yeah.
That run did not go anywhere on second down. Loss of 2 brings up a third down and 12.
There's those Sioux Falls linebackers, Alex Parker, Johnny on the spot, and now they're out of field goal range. So, I mean, if you're Denver here, it's pretty much first down or bust.
Yeah, they got to get some points on the board. They're out of field goal range. Miller back to throw, has all day. Sioux Falls only sending 3. Pump fakes, throws, almost a pick. Intended target was Giacomo Jones, but Alex Parker gets his hand on it. And Denver's going to yet again have to punt as Emily Strait heads back out onto the field.
Yeah, Sioux Falls dropped everybody, and it was such good coverage. I guess there was nothing there. And that's one of those points where you just got to say, well, I'm just going to run it and try to get as much as I can. If he could get about 7 yards, they might have a chance at a field goal. But alas, not to be.
Straight punting from midfield, angling it towards the sidelines, will bounce down at the 3, and dives his way into the end zone. Superman in that one.
Emily, it's like, yeah, I hear you, girl. That was god awful.
She's a little mad. I think I heard her yelling, could you just maybe, I don't know, grab the ball and down it instead of fly with it?
He's trying to make the SFL top 10 plays. But,
he wanted the highlight reel. That's not going to happen.
That was like play -1.
So Tyree back out onto the field with his offense in the gun here on first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Tyree quickly checks it down to the left-hand side. Gains 4 on the play, brings up a second down and 6.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over that jump. Sorry. Superman music, you do not get the forward.
Did not work. Tyree under center here on second down and 6. Hands the ball off to Hart. Gains only 3. Ran into a host of defenders.
The Nightwings owner is saying, don't anger our women. Well, that's your job, coach. You got to calm them down on the sidelines. Everyone needs to calm down. I think your return team needs to calm down. It wasn't her fault.
Third down and 3. Nightwings defense trying to step up here and get a 3 and out. Tyree to throw, and he catches it right on the sidelines, getting those feet down inbounds for a first down.
That's when your 5-yard out routes are golden. Although I was worried it was kind of the shorter side of the field, so he wouldn't have room. But
yeah,
Tyree, like a true pro, put it right where only his receiver could get it.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure of if those feet were going to come down in bounds either. 3 receivers set here on first down and 10. Tyree back to pass. Throwing it, quick pass over the middle and into the hands of the Nightwing defense for an interception. A.J. Sean with the pick.
That's a possible momentum shifter. Get it off the deflection there, and yeah. Ooh, red tip moment number 2, brought to you by Matt Willson. But
AJ.
yeah, I mean, that was so Such a needed play.
A.J. Sean, a free agent acquisition from Indianapolis this past offseason, now with his second interception on the season so far, and it couldn't have come at a better time for the Nightwings. Take over on the Sioux Falls 36-yard line. McChesney running straight up the middle for 2 will bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Guess who was there? 91 and 92. Just to
Everywhere.
ruin your day. Parker and Fargo.
Second down and 8 from the Sioux Falls 34-yard line. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the first half. McChesney takes a handoff, had blockers making a hole for him.
Wow.
Nice gain up to the 29-yard line, 3rd down and 3.
Kind of looked like he hit his head a little bit on the turf, but looks like he's fine.
You want someone in that concussion tent. If it's the
No,
only
it wasn't
thing you
any-
do today, you want someone heading off to the tent.
No, we are a safe league here.
That's right. I don't even see any tents on the sideline.
The Safe Football League, SFL.
Miller to throw. Oh,
Oh,
nearly intercepted.
that's kind of how you don't want to throw the out route right
Yeah,
there.
Jay Ringgold right in front of that one. Somehow he did not come away with it. Lily Long on for the field goal try. This one will be from about 46 yards, so it's definitely not a gimme.
Not a gimme, but well within her range.
Field goal is up and through, and the Nightwings get on the board. Sioux Falls Sparrows 10, Denver Nightwings 3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in the DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are hashtag Loading Legends in the SFL.
Kick is away. Riley Porter back to receive at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, God.
Ran
Red tent number 3. Brought to you by Willson.
He just ran straight into a wall. Like,
That
no
was-
no juke, no shift, no spin. He ran full speed into the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, first down and 10 from the Sparrows 30-yard line. Ouch. What was that?
That was red tent number 1 as far as pain.
Dear Lord, 4 receivers set here on first down. Tyree under center. Oh, under pressure. Gets the pass away into coverage. Nearly another interception. Man, wouldn't that have been something? Back-to-back passes, both picked, but somehow he gets away with it. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, praising Tyree for his veteran move. That was not a veteran move. He just kind of chucked it out there in the middle of the field.
Sean Harrelson, 5 receptions on the day so far, 56 yards. Tyree under center, hands the ball off to Hart, trying to run away from the defender, scoots out of his arms. He is coated in Crisco. 3rd down and 3 from the 37-yard line after a nice gain.
Crisco Gate, look out. Yeah, Hart just turning those legs, and that's what they need. Sioux Falls, but we'll see if they dial one up to Hart again. If they decide that, we're going to go through the air.
High formation. Nightwings in a 4-3 defensive look, trying to stop Hart, wrapping him up just shy of the first down, and they're able to stop him at the 40-yard line. 4th down and 1.
I'm starting to feel a little momentum shift here in the Denver Nightwings' favor. Their D stepped up and really shut down Sioux Falls the last couple possessions.
Absolutely. They get the pick, and I know it was only 3 points, but points are points. To get points off a turnover is crucial to winning ball games. So they got those points. They give the ball back to Sioux Falls, and they're able to stop them. They're going to have the ball back here with all 3 timeouts. And over 2 minutes to go as Armstrong takes the ball back at his 24, gets it up to the 27. Josh Miller coming back out onto the field. I'm glad he made it to the game. Was driving through a vicious lightning storm earlier. But he's here now,
Really?
so.
You got to watch out for those bolts of lightning. You never know when or where they're going to strike.
That's true. That is true. Oh, I'm going to lose it on air. 3 receiver set here. First down and 10 from the 27. McChesney takes the handoff. Splits 2 defenders. Gains 8 up to the 34-yard line. Averaging 4.6 per carry. Matt, I was telling you earlier that McChesney, if you look at his season stats, 686 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 4 yards per carry. So that's pretty respectable, right? Coming into the game last week, 0 touchdowns. Last week alone, he had 149 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 6 yards per carry.
Yeah, and it was just great patience. The whole hit, and then he just split those defenders so beautifully. And again, and now Denver is fasten your seatbelts. I think it's 2-minute drive time.
McChesney, the highest drafted rookie here playing tonight. 13th overall selection by the Nightwings. Miller throws it, and it's intercepted, and he has nothing but green grass in front of him. He's going to the house in the end zone for the touchdown, and the Sparrows defense swings the momentum back their way.
That was a poor decision. He had his tight end open across the middle, and I don't know where he was looking, but that's not a good decision.
Bobby Carpenter with the pick.
A little bump there. I threw. Oh, my good
Just
Lord.
Playing zone coverage. Yeah, that pass was well behind Macaro. Just walked right in.
Well, now this puts a little bit of a different spin on the game. At least Denver gets another 2 minutes to try to do something.
Rodriguez is back for the point after. Number 7 will hold the kick.
Oof. Right when you think the Nightwings might be able to march downfield and get the game tied up right before the half. You know, that's a potential 14-point swing here.
I know, they kind of got their wings clipped.
Extra point is up and through the Battle of the Birds, Matt. It's the Battle of the Birds tonight. And yes, they got their wings. You and your caca. Thought I banned that.
Oh. But yes, it's very unfortunate for Denver, but they still have time to mount a significant drive here. You just can't get careless.
But now it's even more crucial than it was the last time around to get something out of this possession here now that you're down by 14.
Maybe BJ can take him to the house.
Armstrong takes the ball from the 5, running around the right-hand side with blockers.
Oh!
Oof. Nearly called that one, Matt.
Yeah, he just didn't have quite enough juice to get around. He had 1 or 2 more key blocks, and he was see you later. Most of the SFL returns for touchdowns this year up the middle, rarely down the side, but does put Denver in a really good spot to start this drive.
Eric Barkley joining us now. J-Man 2015, Eric Dahlquist. John Bond, Major Key, Kanye Rockefeller in the house. Miller back to throw, deep pass over the middle, and that one is also intercepted. Back-to-back interceptions thrown by Miller. Andrew Nyberg with the pick brings it back to the Denver 42-yard line. The momentum is totally swung back the Sparrows' way.
God. Commentators curse. That's one of those ones you just can't throw. Right over the middle. I mean, look at that coverage. Bong, bong, bong.
Chris Dodd. Yeah, Chris Dodd got his hands on it first and bounced out of his hands, but Nyberg there to save the day. Nyberg now with his 4th interception on the season.
Gosh, I'm a Denver fan. That just makes me feel ill. You had a chance to tie the game, and now gotta hope you hold them to no points.
Tyree and the Sparrows keeping their foot on the gas pedal in the gun. 4 receivers set here. Tyree back to throw. Checks it down to Hart behind the line of scrimmage. Wrapped up and tackled for a loss on the play.
And I guess that's a good start for Denver as they at least prevent any more bleeding for now. But they got 2 more downs to struggle through at the minimum.
2nd down and 11 as we approach 1 minute to go here in the first half. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Empty backfield. Just got the pass away. Brings up a 3rd down and 2.
Watch for the out. That's if I'm Denver, that's what I'm saying. They're playing way off.
4 receivers and a tight end. Tyree to throw. Complete over the middle to his tight end. 1st down inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and Sioux Falls has got all the weapons out now. So Denver has to be careful.
Another quick check down to the tight end straight over the middle. God, I love those passes to the tight end. 2nd down and 1 from the Denver 10-yard line.
Yeah, and I don't know about that timeout. I mean, they had Denver on the ropes. They had them in a bad set, and I would have just kept winging it, but no pun intended. But I guess Sioux Falls decided those 10 seconds or so were more valuable. See if it pays off for them.
Sioux Falls now back in a little bit more of a traditional set. 2 receivers, couple tight ends. Running back in the backfield is Colin Hart. Tyree will hand it off to Hart, running down the right-hand side, now up the middle, following his blockers into the end zone for another Sioux Falls touchdown. This one's getting out of hand early.
Yeah, that's what they should have done when they were on the 1, give it to Hart. Instead, 77 just barely missed him. And then, I mean, really, he didn't have to do much. Just put his hand on some of those blockers and follow him.
Sammy Prefontaine out for the extra point.
Right now, Denver, no offense, is burning up like the Hindenburg.
Extra point is up and through. Sioux Falls 24, Denver Nightwings 3. Matt, the Sparrows put up 30 points last week against Oklahoma City. Now only 1 touchdown away from exceeding that amount. And Denver,
Which, you know what I'm going to say? It just makes you appreciate how good Mexico City is that we shut this team out.
Always got to bring up Mexico City, man.
There is a rematch, though, and I expect it to be much more competitive.
There is, yeah. I'd be a little bit more careful on how much shade we're going to throw until after the rematch. Hey, if you shut them out twice, I think you have, rights to do so forever. B.J. Armstrong with the return up to the 27-yard line. Josh Miller coming back out onto the field. His last 2 picks were both completions to the Sioux Falls defense. So looking to not do that a 3rd time in a row.
He's got nowhere to go but up.
That's true. That is, no.
Now he can throw another pick.
He could.
They might just go conservative here and just say, well, we're not taking that risk today.
Miller under center hands the ball off to McChesney, running along the right-hand side with a blocker out in front of him, chased down by Alex Parker.
Why wouldn't they should call a timeout if they're going to do this.
They've got 3. I mean, you just wasted 6, 7, 8 seconds. Miller, quick throw over the middle, complete. Got to call a timeout now. Nope, they're going to. Jeremy Vega, you can call timeout. Okay,
there he is. Jeremy said he's been drinking. Maybe that's why.
Well, first year head coach. Maybe nobody taught him about timeouts.
It's like Bob Uecker in Major League 2. He starts out with the water. By the end of the season, he's got the whiskey. He's passing out in the booth. I've never passed out in the booth. I've got a strap holding me up. I can never pass out.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Even if you do, you'll at least still be sitting there.
I'll be dangling forever.
Wow.
Charging $100 per autograph.
I thought it was $1,000.
Oh,
discount night tonight, folks. So we're going to see a Hail Mary formation here. Sioux Falls playing up close. Miller back to throw. Oh, man, right in the backfield as Andrew Nyberg wraps him up for the sack, and that'll bring us to the half. Didn't even have a chance to get that Hail Mary away.
Yeah, that's the cherry on the sundae for this Denver half. Not very pretty. And for Sioux Falls, they're just loving life right now.
Andrew Nyberg with his first sack on the season. Your score at the half, the Sioux Falls Sparrows 24, the Denver Nightwings 3. We will be back after halftime. Stay with us. And welcome back to Richard L. Snowden Stadium here in Denver, Colorado. We will get the second half underway. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator, joined in the booth once again by Hall of Famer Matt Willson.
I didn't go anywhere.
Nathan, well, I mean like for another game, dude. Nathan Blake joining us on stats. Denver kicking the ball away to Sioux Falls, and this one looks like it's obviously heavily in Sioux Falls' favor right now. Some people might be thinking, well, this one's out of reach, can't do anything with it. But let's take a look back at some of the other games so far this season. In Week 3, they put up 34 points. In Week 4, they put up 34 points. In Week 7, they put up 42 points. All more than enough to overcome this deficit. Obviously now they only have a half to do it in, but they're not dead yet. First down and 10 from the 26. Tyree to throw, completes his pass up to the 38-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, but
right out of the gate.
The most important stat of all is that Colin Hart only needs 14 more yards to hit 100. Then it's game over.
That's true. Statistically speaking, so far this season, if he gets 14 more yards, the Sparrows do not lose. Tyree in the gun, 4 receivers set, making a change at the line. Out route, quick to the right-hand side, found a man wide open. Obviously, that's why he made that audible there. He saw that they were going to drop way back, and he get a quick, easy 6 yards.
Yeah, not the auspicious start that Denver was looking for on defense. It's been more of the same. They need a pick, and they need a stop, but a pick would be great.
Yeah.
They just need to get Julian Tyree uncomfortable. So far, he's had plenty of space in the pocket.
Hart takes the handoff, breaks a tackle, running free down the left-hand side. Finally hit, but not before another Sioux Falls first down up to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Crisco Gate is real, and he's getting closer, folks. Just
Denver
9 yards away.
Denver typically they've been averaging 19 points allowed on defense this season, so they're a little over that right now. But if they can step up and stop Sioux Falls from scoring basically any more points, then they'll be sticking right along near their average. Oh, trying to jump that pass, can't do it. Another one hauled in by A.J. Warren for a gain of 5. Brings up a second down and 5, and they're in Denver territory.
Ugh. Now it's that old death by 1,000 5-yard passes. Sioux Falls loves playing that game.
Damon Simeon commenting in the chat he saw about 3 people open on that last play. Calling out this Denver defense. Got to do a little bit better in that pass coverage. Finally able to stop Hart, so he can't gain any more yards. Now with 89 on the day, it'll bring up a third down and 7 from the 48-yard line.
They're trying to right the ship. He lost 2 yards. He had 91. Now he has 89. So
yep.
They're increasing their chances of victory.
You mentioned turnovers. Obviously, Sioux Falls with a couple of turnovers. Both of these teams actually are near the bottom of the league in takeaways, so it's really not their forte on defense, but Denver needs to make it their forte now. Tyree all day to throw.
Oh, my.
Chucks it over the middle. One-handed reception to Riley Porter. 32-yard line, first down.
Paging Bailey Baca and Matthew Jake. Could use some pressure on that play. I mean, Baca was running circles out there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He's a young guy. He needs to kind of learn where the quarterback is.
Yeah, you mentioned the key players there on the Denver defensive line, Bailey Baca and Matthew Jake. Only a combined 3 sacks between the two of them. And for what they're paying those guys to only have 3 sacks is not exactly what Jeremy Vega was looking for out of them.
I think they're managers at McDonald's.
They're not managers at McDonald's.
Well, they're not. They're not the cashiers. They order everybody else around.
Pepper Rahman Jr. with the tackle, brings up a second down and 8. 2 receivers set for Sioux Falls. Hart alone in the backfield. Hart with the handoff, running straight up the middle. Gains about 4. Brings up a third down and 4.
Yeah, and Sioux Falls is already in field goal range, so Denver's just got to do what they can to not let this first down happen. because it's it's a little bit tricky from here, but if they get much closer, it's going to be close to a chip shot or 70-80% situation.
Tyree to throw. Out route to the right-hand side. Wide open is Riley Porter for first down yardage and more up to the 14-yard line. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and Sioux Falls getting ready to put more points on the board.
Yeah, I had Alaska flashbacks on that. Oh, corner out. Anyways, yeah, there's nobody on. These corners have to play closer. The zones have to be a little shallower because they're just giving them way too much space, and Sioux Falls really isn't the kind of team that's going to burn you deep too many times. They're just going to nickel and dime you and run Colin Hart.
4 receiver set here on first down and 10. Tyree under center. Tyree will throw. Quick checks it down to Hart. 3 defenders there, making sure that Hart can't get anything more than possible. Gains 2, brings up a second down and 8.
They need that. They need more of that. They really need a turnover badly here. And Sioux Falls might give them a chance with this pass.
Remaining in that 4 receiver set, but now Tyree in the gun. Hart standing to his right, Hart wide open. Throws it into the middle of the end zone, incomplete. Tight coverage on the play. Intended target was Sean Harrelson.
Yeah, and I thought that was a touchdown, and then I thought it was a pick, and then it was nothing. I had multiple visions there at the same time.
Yeah, I'm kind of
surprised.
Maybe
the biggest third down of the game up right here.
Kind of surprised they didn't check it down to Colin Hart there. He was wide open running in the flat on the right-hand side. 4 receiver set yet again. Same formation as we just saw on second down. Tyree back to pass. Stepping up into the pocket and hit. And that pass was broken up.
There's a true burger boy, Mr. Bars.
Mr. Bars, big number 99.
Is his first name Mars?
I don't think his name is Mars Bars, but let's take a peek
Maybe
here.
he had a few too many
No,
Mars Bars.
His first name is Heath.
Ooh.
Heath Bars. So we'll see a field goal try here for Sioux Falls. This one from about 29 yards away.
Oh.
Kick is up and through. Sioux Falls Sparrows 27, Denver Nightwings 3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
PJ Armstrong nearly scooting his way through the middle. Looks like he listened to your advice, Matt, trying to run straight up through to see if he could make something happen. And that would have been a real good way to help get Denver back in this game. Jeremy Vega in the chat saying, they just need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So, they're still here. Ish.
Yeah. Hopefully he did the math for us because we would have messed it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball is handed off to McChesney on first down. Gains only a yard before he is hit by A.J. Levy. Second down and 9.
Well, 1 yard closer to victory.
That's it. McChesney now with 61 yards on the day on 12 carries. Miller having a rough go of it. 8 of 17, only 52 yards, 47% completion percentage, and 2 picks. Miller under center hands the ball off to McChesney running straight up the middle. Can't quite break away from the tackler. Brought down at the 38-yard line. 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, so you got this 3rd and 5 range. If you're going to run it out here, make sure it's that 5. You don't want 4th and inches. If you're don't throw it over the middle. unless the guy's clearly open at this point.
Giacomo Jones with only 1 catch on the day. See if he can get more. That one hauled in by Maccaro. And what was that you said you didn't want, Matt?
Oh, I hate it when I'm right sometimes.
4th down and inches.
They had a slanting receiver at the bottom of the screen, and I think Miller was trying to do the safe thing, but didn't pay off, and now Sioux Falls is going to get the ball again.
You know, Giacomo Jones, free agent acquisition from London, 730 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. So far tonight, 1 reception for 7 yards. Might be getting slightly underutilized tonight for some reason, or just locked down by the Sioux Falls defense. Riley takes the ball at the 20-yard line, gets it up to the 29, and just like that, the Sparrows offense is back out onto the field, seeing if they can put this game even more out of reach.
Here comes the 5-yard passes. You know, Hart's been a little bit quiet. Don't be surprised if we see him possibly bust out a big run. That would just completely take the top off this game.
Thought I saw Willie Beeman coming out onto the field there, but it looks like it is still Julian Tyree. Literally to put the backups in, but Beeman thought it was time to go. Tyree back to pass. Quick throws it down to the left-hand side.
Ooh.
Blown up on the play by B.J. Armstrong. Gain of 7 brings up a 2nd down and 3 as you look at a comparison of our quarterbacks today.
It's a little lopsided at this point.
2nd and 2 from Sparrows, 36 yards.
Two receiver set, offset I formation. Pressure coming, hitting Hart in the backfield, still somehow able to make a gain out of a play that should have been a tackle for a loss. 3rd down and 1. So you get a look at
it was a nice reach attempt by the lineman, but Hart is just hard to bring down or slippery. And so you need 2 or 3 guys to really have a good shot at him.
Hart takes a handoff, avoiding a tackler, and nothing but green grass on the right side of the field, up past midfield to the 49-yard line. He's got over his 100. And it looks like, just based on the score and time remaining, that it would be very tough for Denver to break what has been quite a trend for Sioux Falls, with Hart getting over 100 and Sioux Falls getting the win. Scott LaRue calling me out in the chat saying I'm calling for the backups already. I don't want to see the backups in quite yet, Scott. I just thought I saw the backups in already.
Yeah, my alma mater, Syracuse, started putting their backup quarterback a little too soon when they were up by like 23, and it almost burnt them.
They did. They did. It's bad. Oh, there you go. There's a tackle for a loss in the backfield. Matthew Jake getting back there and finally putting a stop to Hart.
Does he still have 100? He lost 4.
Matthew Jake now with 3 tackles for a loss on the season. Only 10 tackles. Undrafted rookie. Hasn't gotten a whole lot of production quite yet. Hart running along the right-hand side, trying to make up some of those yards. Running pretty slow. He looks tired. 3rd down and 10. Right about midfield.
Sean Harrelson trying to cheer. He must not know. He must be a special red tent boy. We're not on Twitch.
He got hit in the head. Well, he knows. I think he's just joking, man. But hey, go ahead. Head over to Twitch. Cheer 10,000 bits. Do it. Crowd here in Denver up on their feet, making noise, trying to get their defense to make a play. 4 receivers set. Tyree throws a wobbler over the middle, and it's somehow hauled in by Harrelson. Must have been all those bits he cheered. Up to the 26-yard line. Sioux Falls gets another 1st down, and the crowd falls silent.
They finally got pressure on Tyree. He was moving around, and that's a Willson special right there. I love throwing ducks.
Yeah, it's really hard to catch some of your passes, Matt. Just to let you know.
Sparrow throw a duck?
I don't know. That's a question for Monty Python.
Maybe a Nightwing could throw a duck. Or a witch.
Does it float? 4 receivers set here on 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Tyree throws an out route back to Harrelson again. Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Harrelson now with 8 catches on the day, and that puts him up right about 100 yards in receiving. By far the leading receiver of the game.
And Sioux Falls just bleeding clock. Denver just got to make another big play. It's fast.
Hart taking the handoff, running along the left-hand side once again. Not even touched before he hits like 8-9 yards.
Hart's so tired he's looking like me running out there, but he's still got a ton of yards.
I've seen you run. He's still running better than you.
Oh, thank you. Freddie's like, put me in, boys, put me in.
Eric Dahlquist calling for the Orlando Ducks to be our next expansion team.
Only if they throw out of the flying V.
I love it. Split backs in the backfield. Tyree, short drop, throws it, and it's picked off right at the goal line. Returns it up past the 20. B.J. Armstrong getting the pick and stopping Sioux Falls from scoring. And late in the third, it's not unheard of, though, Matt. They could still get a turnaround here.
Yeah, B.J. just, wow, what a spectacular grab. And, man, he must have been out of gas because he got caught by a tackle, but that was a great effort by Armstrong.
I thought we were going to
that to. Yeah, I was looking forward to that pick.
I know. I thought we were going to see a 100-yard return for a touchdown there, but wasn't to be. But, hey, Armstrong is just an absolute ball hawk. That's his 6th. Count it, 6th interception on the season. The guy just jumps in front of everything. Offset I formation here for the Nightwings on first down. McChesney running along the right-hand side. Still unable to get anything going in the run
Alex
game.
Parker. Those darn dirty linebackers of Sioux Falls.
Gain of only 2.
They don't call them the Dirty Birds for nothing.
67 yards on 14 carries. He's averaging 4.8 per carry. So, maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe they are getting things done in the run game. It's just those turnovers. It's the Miller interception.
Oh, God.
Another nice gain there by McChesney up to the 29-yard line for a 3rd down and 2.
Speared out of his mind.
He absolutely was. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. The Sparrows 27, Nightwings 3. We will be right back to wrap this ball game up. 1 quarter to go here in Denver, Colorado.
So that's the 6th red tent moment of the game at the Kiwi Trap. Brought to you by Matt Willson.
Hi, Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight alongside Matt Willson. Ball is handed off to McChesney. Whoa. Plenty of room running down the left-hand side up past the 40, up to the 43-yard line. Special shout-out to Nathan Blake, keeping track of our live stats for us. If you are looking for a way to get more involved in the league, please consider joining our live stats team. We are really almost in desperate need of help on the live stats team. We don't have somebody for every game, and it's honestly disappointing because it makes our broadcast so much better. It makes it more fun. Able to bring you those up to the minute, up to the play stats. Quite frankly, it's live stats. It's not hard. You just, as you're watching your game, and you're going to be there anyway, you just fill out a spreadsheet as you go. It's relatively simple. If he gains 10 yards, you add 10 onto the total, and you're done.
So simple, the director of broadcasting can do it.
Well, it's hard for me, but Scott LaRue can somehow pull it off. So, if that doesn't tell you how easy
He's a witch.
Scott's a witch? Oh, jeez. No, we need the people on the stats team. Sparrows defense playing way off here. 4-receiver set. Miller to throw. Throwing down the left-hand sideline and incomplete. Nightwings can't quite catch a break today. Maccaro, his 5th target, only has 3 receptions. Missed that one. Pass was a little out of bounds, I think, though, Matt.
Miller just hasn't had it today. Whatever it has, he does not have.
It could have been that lightning storm he was driving through earlier. I think it might have rattled his cage a little bit.
Despite all his rage.
Rattled, not a rat in a cage. Miller going deep down the middle. Has Giacomo Jones. Finally getting Giacomo Jones in the game. Gets it inside the red zone down to the 17-yard line. And where was that all day?
I don't know. The backup's in. Just got to check. I can't tell, but yeah, Well, the starters are still in. They've tried that pass a couple times. It hasn't been successful, but you know, if it's going to be successful, it's got to be now.
You know, I just can't get over how they haven't used Jones yet. Now with 2 receptions for 47 yards, but it's because of the 40-yarder he just hauled in. Miller back to throw. Complete down to the left-hand sideline. Ken Maccaro with the reception, his 4th reception on the day. Gain of 9 puts him up over 20 yards.
Yeah, good job, Bond. Some people in the chat are confused about my which comment. Just fill them in, John Bond.
Second down and 1 inside the 10-yard line. Miller under center. Hands it off to McChesney, running straight up the middle and straight into Nick Fargo. Gains the first down, but nothing more. First down and goal from the 7.
I think that's the call to McChesney. I've heard that another time.
Well,
where he channel, you know,
what was it?
Karate
what was that sound again?
again?
Somebody make a sound bite of that, please. We'll play it all throughout the offseason when we're bored. First down and goal from the 7-yard line. McChesney with the handoff, running up the middle, carrying defenders with him. Gains about 4 down to the 3-yard line. Second down and goal.
They gotta hurry up. I mean, I don't mind them running the ball, but they gotta break this huddle with some you know, haste, because they're gonna bleed too much time to score 2 more times.
Inside 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. McChesney breaking a tackle, breaking a second, can't break the third. Alex Parker putting a stop to that one. Third down and goal from the 1. And I agree, Matt, they just need to get back on the line and just run it again. Just go. Keep your foot on the gas. Go.
Just go, snap. Give it to McChesney, or heck, let Miller just.
He's been averaging almost 5 a carry. Just hand it to the man. Let him do his thing. Now the Sparrows have time to get their defensive line set. 5 down linemen for the Sparrows. McChesney takes the handoff, running, lowering his shoulder and into the end zone for the first Nightwing touchdown of the evening.
I don't know what sound a Nightwing makes.
I don't know either. Maybe Jeremy Vega can tell us.
But yeah, great run by McChesney here. He puts his shoulder down. It will not be denied. Sorry, Alex Parker.
Bringing this one a little bit closer now. 27-9.
Well, I guess they're not going for a 2-point conversion yet. Not chasing those points just yet. Jeremy Vega must be very confident in his offense at this point.
Absolutely. Extra point is up and through, 27-10. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
Return brought up past the 31-yard line, and Matt, I cut you off there with the ad. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying they didn't go for 2 there, but they're only down 17 now, so it's a field goal and 2 touchdowns. If they don't convert, then you're in real trouble.
So we get a look at Nicholas Warner, strong safety for the Nightwings, patrolling the middle of the field. Play action, wrapped up and sacked. Brought down on the play by Bailey Baca with his 3rd sack on the season.
All right, they needed that a little earlier, but yeah, and just gets good leverage, inside leverage on 79 and blows by him and gets a key sack. This puts Sioux Falls not really want to be. They don't like these long distances. Of course, they come out in this formation, so we'll see what happens.
Tyree in the gun, 4 receiver set, plus a tight end. Quick throw right into the hands of the Nightwings defense. Sean Harrelson was the intended target on the play.
So I guess Bailey Baca's nickname is Chewbacca. Boy, the jokes I could make, but I'm not going to do it.
Vega trying to, I guess, spell out the sound. I'm just going to
I don't do
move
it,
on.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, me neither. 3rd down and 15. Tyree in the gun. Key stop here for the Nightwings defense if they can make it, and they do. The pass was complete to A.J. Warren, but short of the sticks. 4th down and 4, and Max Mulholt on to punt for the Sparrows.
But if they didn't have that sack,
that would have been another first down. Yeah.
Well, if they didn't have the sack and then the lot, they needed both. Because that normally would have been a wide open completed pass for first. But Denver's sneakily trying to creep back in here, see if their offense can do it.
That punt brought back to the 32-yard line. B.J. Armstrong has a pick on the day. 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And, Matt, what do you think? If they can get downfield quick, get a touchdown on the board, get 17, maybe go for 2, get 18, you know, there's still some time left. But they got to score here.
I wouldn't go for 2 at that point. You want to keep that touchdown in a field goal game if you don't make it. I mean, field goal wins you the game, but...
Miller complete. First down up to the 42.
First down and out of bounds. Every second counts when you're down this many points.
Logan Keel with the reception.
Good moving in the pocket by Miller here. Finds his receiver right past the sticks.
Logan Keel with now 5 catches on the day for 40 yards. And that only took just a couple seconds off the clock. Clock operator not being kind to Denver, though. Clock is rolling now, even though he did step out of bounds. Stopped it just temporarily as they set the chains. First down and 10 from the 42. Miller is taking his time. Snaps the ball. Throws over the middle. Oh, man, that one was in and out of the hands of Alex Parker. Dangerous throw.
It just didn't look like Miller had all the zip that he would normally need to make that throw. It just kind of floated like a bird. Oh, I mean, Nightwing.
I am Mike Daggs alongside Matt Willson. Nathan Blake with us on stats. Thank you for joining us, everybody, tonight. 2nd down and 10 from the 42-yard line. Miller back to throw. Another quick pass over the middle. Another one right into the hands of the Sioux Falls defense. A.J. Levy with a rare drop when he has that sort of opportunity. Levy. A.J. Levy.
When he goes to France, you know, he tells the women, I'm A.J. Levy. Like,
is that what he does?
Oui. Good tip, AJ. Use it.
Third. One in France. You're AJ Levy. 3rd down and 10 from the 42. 4 receivers set. Miller under center. McChesney alone in the backfield. Miller to throw. Going deep down the middle and overthrows his target by about 5 yards. Incomplete. 4th down and 10. Little extracurricular activity going on there in front of Miller.
Are they really going to punt this? Oh, no.
Yeah, at this point, you just got to go for it. But there's Emily straight on to punt.
Maybe Emily's a quarterback in disguise. She's going to throw a touchdown pass.
Or just pull a Riley. What was his name? I can't even remember now. The punter for Syracuse.
Riley Dixon.
Riley Dixon, just snap it and run. Wasn't to be, though. Riley Porter, not quite the same as Riley Dixon. Gets it to the 26-yard line.
I see Andy Hamilton in the chat saying he'll leave Levy if I say it again. So there you go, Andy. Bye-bye.
Levy, Matt keeps saying it. Levy.
All right, so Sioux Falls here not being conservative, getting into the gun.
You know, as they have the whole game so far, they're keeping their foot right on the gas pedal. Throws right over the middle and complete. 2nd down and 2, another gain of 8, and I think you got Andy to leave.
Never mind. I'll leave Andy alone. I know
this isn't a Vancouver game. Save it. We'll do another Vancouver game soon. Cade Stevens, legendary.
So,
Tyree checking it down to Hart for a first down. Stays in bounds. Clock keeps running inside of 5 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, that's a back and a heartbreaker for Denver there, as they really needed to stop them. They have as much clock as possible, but not in the cards as of yet.
Tyree letting as much time tick off as possible. Play action, tipped and intercepted, hauled in. And that's what you get for keeping your foot on the gas, I guess. Osiris Pelican, one of the strangest but most fun names to say in the SFL, with his first interception on the season.
Oh, yeah, he's a bird. He can't fly, so he thought he'd join the Nightwings to get some wings.
There you go.
It actually worked.
Osiris Pelican. I love it.
So now Denver's got to fly high here and gonna make all the jokes I can on birds for this drive.
It's the Battle of the Birds tonight on Saturday Night Football here on the SFL on YouTube.
Who will own the bird feeder? Find out next.
Miller to throw. Quick pass over the middle, complete. Not for a lot of yards. They're going to go no huddle here with 4 minutes to go. Down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 8 on that play. Miller back to pass again. Out route to the left-hand side.
Good.
First down yardage and stops the clock. Hauled in by Ken McCarroll.
Nice little medium long throw. Not medium. And he got out of bounds. Quick play. Exactly what you're looking for.
You know, we've called McCarroll's name quite a few times tonight. That was now his 6th catch for 38 yards. And thank you, Nathan Blake. Your stats are spot on to the overlay there. It's interesting, though, because McCarroll has only been used sparingly so far this season. 2nd-round pick, 31st pick overall. Barely has 200 yards now and 1 touchdown on the season. As that pass was also hauled in by McCarroll for a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5, and they hurry back to the line inside the red zone. Miller running straight into cover.
Nice throw.
Nearly got sacked on that play. Gets it up to the 10-yard line. Hauled in by Sam Blanchek, the tight end. 10 yards away from the end zone. Out route to the left-hand side. Swatted away. McCarroll, the intended target, batted away by Andrew Nyberg.
There's that Sioux Falls defense. They only sent 3, and everyone was in the... Miller tried to get it away quickly before they could really zero in on the receivers, but it was too late.
Showtime. 2nd and goal.
Nightwings need to get into the end zone here and get Osiris Pelican back out onto the field. I was trying to figure out a way to work Osiris Pelican back into the broadcast. Pass into the end zone, nearly intercepted. Okay, when I said I wanted to see it, get into the end zone, I meant in the hands of a Nightwing. Nearly picked off by Nyberg. 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line.
They're going to dial up something a little bit trickier because Sioux Falls is sitting back waiting for these passes to come. Now they're playing a little more up, maybe try to get someone slanting quick into the end zone.
3 receivers split out wide to the right. Miller back to throw. Under pressure and goes down for the sack.
Summers and Sanders both having sacks. Been a sack fiesta for the Sioux Falls Sparrows.
And Lily Long coming on to kick, Matt.
Well, technically that makes it a 2-touchdown game. 2-score game, any way you slice it. So their plan is to... Let's see first.
34-yard try. Kick is up and through. 27-13. And, yep, just 2 touchdowns away. Now, they do have all 3 timeouts, but with 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go and needing 2 touchdowns, is it time for an onside kick?
Heck yeah.
We'll see.
Yep, here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Watch the bouncing ball.
See Lily Long getting the ball teed up. Crowd here in Denver getting excited.
Ooh, he one-handed that puppy.
One-handed up at the 41-yard line.
All right, so it's not all doom and gloom for Denver, but they have to keep Sioux Falls about at this spot.
Osiris Pelican back out onto the field. Sorry, I couldn't wait.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm sure
he got his first career pick, Matt. First
Sioux
career
Falls
interception.
Is not running the ball. Very interesting.
Julian Tyree in the gun. They're going to keep throwing it down to Colin Hart. Flag on the play.
They're shooting themselves in the foot with his play calling.
Quite likely holding.
If it's a hold, 5 yards back you go, or 10 yards back you go. Even worse.
Oh, that's roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on the defense.
Oh no!
So that's gonna give the Nightwings the Sparrows a free first down and almost into field goal range.
Oh, they are in field goal range for sure. Bandito might be on the El Bencho after that horrible play.
So first down and 10 from the Nightwings' 26-yard line. Offset I formation, 3 receivers set. Hart takes the handoff, hit right at the line, tackled. Still averaging 5.6 per carry, right along with his average from last week and on the season. Phillips with the stop, second down and 10, 2.5 to go here in the ball game, and the Nightwings defense need to do something now.
But don't rough the passer.
Yeah, not that.
Because that gave Sioux Falls another play to run the clock. And they have to run one more play here before the 2-minute warning. So, oh my gosh, and they're still running it. Sioux Falls, I don't know what they're doing, but I guess they're trying to give Denver a chance to pick the ball off.
Tyree in the gun. 2 receivers split out to the right-hand side. Throw is away to Hart. He completes it. Only gains 2, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Sparrows 27, Nightwings 13. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music.
Sioux Falls not done yet in the gun.
4 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Colin Hart standing to Tyree's right-hand side. Tyree to throw deep down the middle, complete and into the end zone. That is probably the final nail in the coffin as Sean Harrelson hauls in a touchdown reception with under 2 minutes to go.
Ugh. That's a heartbreaker. You know, that PI that roughing the passer just kind of took the air out of the Nightwings' defensive sails, and that put a nail right through the old birds.
Julian Tyree now with 30 completions on 39 attempts, 264 yards. That is his first touchdown pass of the night. 3 interceptions. You know, the Nightwings defense definitely stepped up, but not quite enough, it seems, to win this ball game for him. High snap. It's corralled in. Extra point is up and through. 34 to 13. Now down by 3 full touchdowns with under 2 minutes to go.
All right, so bomb touchdown onside. Bomb touchdown onside.
Bomb touchdown, tie the game.
Right.
No problem.
I wasn't trying to get too far ahead. Just 2 possessions.
Yeah. Let's go all the way here. That's actually, you know, we do have B.J. Armstrong about to field the ball back at the 6-yard line. Let's see if he can get something going here as he runs up the middle, spins. Unable to get a quick touchdown. That would have been an interesting turn of events too.
Yeah, he tried to spin to win, but it didn't quite work out. But he's played well.
It appears that you've given Andy Hamilton a new name for one of his new players. Bomb touchdown onside will be the name.
Well, it's got to be better. It's got to be better than Cade Stevens.
Stevens is cut. First down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Miller checks it down to McChesney on the right-hand side. Gain of only 1. Clock is rolling, and they hurry back to the line.
Yeah, now you just can't be afraid to throw it deep in the middle.
Yeah.
You got nothing to lose.
At this point, McChesney should be nothing more than an extra blocker as he is there. Oof, that one could have been nearly picked and taken back to the house, too. as that one was hauled in. For a short gain, 3rd down and 4. Miller looking, throws over the middle, complete for a 1st down up to the 44-yard line, and they'll hurry back to the line now with about a minute to go in the ball game. Miller sacked on the play back at the 38. Hit hard and brought down. 2nd down and 16. O-line looking tired. Miller throws complete.
Whoa.
Just passing the 46 for the 1st down. Saving all those timeouts. Miller looking, steps up into the pocket. Short pass right to number 56 on the Sioux Falls defense. Yikes.
It's getting ugly out there.
Yikes. Miller with a pair of interceptions on the day.
Yeah, he just ran the route for the receiver. Unfortunate.
Miller now 20 of 34, 171 yards, and 59% completion percentage. Brings up a 2nd down.
You'd love to see that a little bit higher.
Miller back to pass, going deep down the middle, and oh gosh, Giacomo Jones dropped it. A rare Giacomo Jones drop. 3rd down and 10.
Oh yeah, drops are heartbreakers.
The other thing that's been difficult for the Sparrows, the Nightwings as well. They're only 4 of 13 on 3rd downs. Only completing 31% of their 3rd down attempts, as we have another 3rd down here. 3 receivers out to the right. Pressure coming. Miller stepping up into the pocket, and gosh, nearly another pick 6. Nick Fargo swatting that one away. Now 4 of 14 on 3rd down.
Look on the bright
attempts.
side. They're 100% on 4th down so far.
There's always a silver lining.
That's right.
In comparison to the Sparrows are 9 of 14 on 3rd downs tonight, 64% conversion rate, and between that and obviously getting those touchdowns on the board, that's going to be the difference maker. As Miller throws it down to the left-hand side, complete to Macaro. Maybe underutilized this season so far, but certainly making a name for himself tonight as he gets a 1st down up to the 30-yard line, stopping the clock.
And see, still 100% on 4th down.
Maybe they should just always go for it on 4th down. Just cut the punter, get another receiver.
Dino Babers' philosophy.
There you go. 4th down's just another opportunity for a 1st. So 20 seconds to go. 3 receiver set. Miller back to throw. Complete along the right-hand sideline, and Denver takes a timeout. Matt, this is only the 2nd game so far of Week 8 action. Got a slate of 7 games tomorrow night. 3 of them starting at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern. Oklahoma City at Dallas, Vancouver at Las Vegas, and St. Louis at London. All at 3 p.m. Central Time. Miller ducking a sack, getting a completion, spitting inside the red zone for a 1st down. Timeout is called. 3 more games at 5 p.m. Central Time. San Francisco at New Orleans. Also Carolina at Chicago. Houston at Tulsa. And then wrapping up the evening at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Queen City at Atlanta.
Oh, wait. Wrong game.
Yeah, that's Monday night. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're on Sunday still.
Okay.
1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line. 9 seconds to go. Miller under center. Out route complete to Macaro. Denver's going to burn their final time out. I just want to give a shout out to our 2 newest broadcasters. At 3 p.m. Central Time, Oklahoma City at Dallas will be called by Damon Simeon along with new color commentator T. Roy Gaines. Be sure to check that game out, see how T. Roy does in his debut. At 5 p.m. Central Time, Carolina at Chicago will be called by new play-by-play man Rich Pratchard, joined by Andy Hamilton as his analyst. Miller back to throw on 2nd down and 7, throws it into the end zone, and it is
touchdown.
Caught for a touchdown. Giacomo Jones with his 8th touchdown on the season.
And they're going to use up the fireworks because why the heck not?
They're there. They're loaded. Fire away.
Ooh. That ball hit the ground?
Close one.
Nah.
It's a close one. He might have even been out of the back of the end zone there, but I think Sioux Falls at this point might just be saying, just spot him the touchdown and let's head back to Sioux Falls with the win. Extra point is up and through, 34-20, making the game look a little bit closer than it actually feels like it was. So one final game to wrap up Week 8 action after tomorrow, now that Matt's paying better attention. Your Fan Night Game of the Week, Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Alaska visits Mexico. As that onside kick is easily recovered by the Sparrows and time expires. Your final score here in Denver, Sioux Falls Sparrows 34, Denver Nightwings 20. Matt, can you give us your final thoughts on tonight's game?
I mean, there was opportunities for Denver, but their passing game just couldn't get it going. I mean, the rushing numbers are close. The passing numbers are kind of skewed by a little bit by the end of the game, but you know, if Miller hadn't thrown that one pick, remember when they were only down, I think, was it 6?
Yep.
And they were driving.
Well,
I think that changed the whole fortune of this game.
Well, they could potentially have gone down the field on that drive and tied the game up right before the half. They were down 10-3 at that point, and all of a sudden it's 7. Yeah, all of a sudden it was 17-3, and then they had to kick the ball back off to Sioux Falls to start the second half. It's just too big of a deficit to overcome. If that one play hadn't happened, then perhaps this could have had a very different outcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. I appreciate everybody being here. Please be sure to tune in tomorrow. We've got a great slate of games, as I mentioned, and a couple of new guys in the broadcast booth. They could certainly use your support in their first SFL debut. Please tune into those games and be sure to check out Matt and I as we handle Alaska at home and hand them their first loss of the season. You heard it here first. They're going down.
I'm not guaranteeing that at home.
They're going down. 3 touchdowns to the tight end is what we're going to be looking for. Probably won't happen. Hey, I can dream. I'm a dreamer too, Matt. This has been a presentation of the SFL Network presented by APM Music. For Matt Willson and Nathan Blake, I am Mike Daggs saying thank you for joining us, everybody, and have a great night.